Hello guys, welcome to the second part of the Factorization series. In this video, we'll be talking about ax squared plus bx plus c. If you haven't watched part 1, I recommend you to watch that. Link is in the description below. Let's get started. So now example question 1, 12x squared plus x minus 1. Now we use the quadratic formula where x1 and x2 is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac by 2a. Now you might be asking, why do we want solutions of the quadratic equation? Now about that, I'll just get back to that in a moment, as you'll find out a genius method as to why. So now plug in the values of b, a, and c. So you get minus 1 plus or minus square root of 1 plus 48 over 24. And now we have two solutions because there's a plus and minus, and both values of the square root of 1 plus 48 need to be taken into account. So square root of 49 is 9, is 7. So there it'll either be a plus 7 or a minus 7. So in x1 we take plus 7. So we get 7 minus 1 over 24, which is 1 over 4. Then we have minus 1 minus 7 over 24. So we get minus 1 over 3. And now use the formula that I've just pasted on the screen. So that's a of x minus 1 and x of x minus 2. So now the value of a is 12, so you plug that in. X1 is 1 by 4. So we inverse the value of negative of 1 by 4, so that becomes negative 1 by 4. And we inverse the value of x2, so that becomes positive 1 by 3 from negative 1 by 3. So then now disperse the a, or in this case 12, to get rid of the denominators in both. So now multiply the first bracket by 4 and the second bracket by 3. So then you'll get 4x minus 1 and 3x minus 1. So example question number 2. So we have 2x squared plus 23x plus 45. So now taking the quadratic formula where x1, x2, plug in the values, and now this hefty 529 minus 63 is the square root of 169, which is 13. So now do plug in plus 13 as the square root, plus or minus square root of 169. So you get negative 10 over 4, and x1 is equal to negative 5 over 4. So now x2 is equal to minus 23 minus 13 over 4. That's minus 9. Now a of x, now plug it into the same formula. So you inverse x1, that's from negative 5 by 2, it becomes 5 by 2. Inverse negative 9 to be positive 9. So you'll get 2 of x plus 5 and x plus 9, as we get rid of the 2 using the 2. So question number 3. 9x squared plus x minus 8. So x1 and x2 is equal to the quadratic formula. Plug in the values. And now the square root of 361 is 19. And also guys, know that if there's no perfect square root for this, as what I mean is that if the square root of this number is not whole, then this method still surprisingly works. So instead of plugging in the whole value, just inverse the irrational number that you'll get. So now x1 is equal to 1 and x2 is equal to negative 10 by 9. So plug in these values, so you get x minus 1 and 9x plus 10, as there's a 10 by 9 and we need to get rid of the denominators. Now following ax squared plus bx plus c. It's very simple, as the quadratic formula gives us the roots. So we get x1 is negative 2 by c after plugging in our values of b is negative 13, a is 6 and c 6, and x2 is equal to minus 2, 3 by 2. Using quadratic equations using the school method. So if your teachers are not happy with you using the quadratic formula to factorize, use this method. Now let d as a multiplied by c, so d is 36. Now use trial and error to find out what the two factors that multiply to d, which is 36, and add to 13. So after some time you'll get 4 and 9. So now write it as x squared plus factor 1 of x plus factor 2 of x plus c. So you get 6x squared plus 4x plus 9x plus 6. So that's 2x of 3x plus 2 and 3 of 3x plus 2. Since the bracket terms are the same, we can just combine the two outer terms. So we get 3x plus 2 and 2x plus 3. Thank you, and see you later in part 3. Please, if you came watch the video all the way up till here, please like and subscribe to this video. Thank you.